Why property management companies can be a nightmare unless you find the right one.
You have 30 days to get in contact with your tenants. Also, start managing it yourself or find a new management company.
Only one company got back to me, and they got back to me really fast, and it was Vision. Hey, I'm Lehman Smith with Vision Realty and Management. I have Jimmy Hubert here with me today. So today, I'm going to be talking with Jimmy about his experience and really our experience with investment properties in the Atlanta area and how we ended up where we are today.
And we were self-managing, and it was taking up a lot of time. I was doing all the maintenance. Lehman was doing really the management, the client bookings, but I was spending at least 4 hours, 6 hours, sometimes a week on really bad months, more when we would have people that damaged the property. And it was quickly becoming overwhelming. And Lehman and I both decided, all right, we need to find someone to manage this short-term rental. So then we found a short-term rental management company, but they didn't really do anything other than bookings. Lehman, you still handled?
Yeah, I was in Hawaii at the time, handling customer relations, essentially. Anything that popped up, whether it was from really going into the home and accessing the property, to when there was bugs or problems, small pieces of dirt on the ground. I get calls at 2, 3 in the morning because we're about 6 hours behind in Hawaii. That was interesting. And really, we found out pretty quickly that this was taking a lot of our time. We both have full-time jobs. It became pretty difficult, and we needed to make a change.
Yeah. So then we decided, all right, let's long-term rent. And we found a not Vision, but a different company that was willing to long-term rent our property. Again, wasn't really fully managing. They didn't do maintenance, and I was still spending a lot of time at the property, and more time than I really wanted to, and more time than I really had and was able to spend at the property.
It was no longer an option. We were too busy in our own lives, and we wanted to continue to invest in real estate, but having a professional management company was definitely the route we wanted to go.
It's crucial.
Yeah. So we'll bring us back to I think it was around November, December 2021.
Oh.
And this is when our the previous management company gave us notice.
Yep.
That they were acquired. And they weren't they weren't going to take our property with them.
Now we were told you have 30 days to not only get in contact with your tenants and see where they're at with payments and maintenance, but also start managing it yourself or find a new management company. And the idea of managing it ourselves was, we had just been through 2 years of managing ourselves, and we knew that that's an overwhelming task. And not only that, but the previous management company, not only did they give us 30 days and said, you're done, we're out, but they also had several maintenance tasks open.
Just deferred.
I don't think they did a single maintenance task in the 6 to 8 months that we were with them.
Yeah.
So we were in a hole. We had a lot to figure out, and we only had 30 days to do it, and this is in December. So really, we only have about 15 days to do it.
Searching around, throwing out. I probably threw out 10 inquiries just online, and only one company got back to me, and they got back to me really fast, and it was Vision. And so Vision Realty and Management, I got a message from the previous new client advisor, and he reached out, got on the phone, had a great conversation, and we were ready. We had a good feeling. I had a good feeling. I told Jimmy about it, and we decided to pull the trigger. And really, to talk about that experience, one, it was really quick. It was structured, and it just felt more reliable. I had a good feeling. There was a trustworthy feeling in the beginning.
So we have a house that was built probably 1940. Our previous management company would just defer maintenance and wouldn't even tell us that something had broken or there was an issue. And so when we onboarded with Vision, there was a list of at least 8 items. And 4 or 5 of those items I would consider big items. Issues like leaking pipes that are causing damage to the house, a shower door that had been broken and needed to be replaced, and currently the tenant couldn't shower unless they had.
The basement was. It's basement's a light term. It's a crawl space basement.
Yeah. A crawl space basement that would flood anytime there was any amount of rain. Flood 1 inch to 2 inches, and that is where the washer and dryer are. So the tenants wouldn't be able to go down there anytime it was raining, and we had no idea that this was happening. And Vision, they came in and they knocked out all of these maintenance items. When we came and first onboarded with them, I wouldn't have lived in that house, and by the time their management had gotten maintenance taken care of, it was fantastic. I would live in that house. I would be happy to live in that house. Mm-hmm. And they did so very cost effective. I remember the shower door when we were doing short-term rental management, it broke once, and I looked into replacing it, and I got a quote for $1,500. And I said, ooh, I can't afford that. We're not going to do that.
Don't want to do that.
So then a maintenance item came up, shower door broken, and I said, it's going to be, Vision, they're going to send their maintenance guy, and he's going to come back, and it's going to be $1,500. That's what it was. That I've done this. It's $1,500. Well, 2 days later, that maintenance task was assigned as complete, and when I read the report, it was complete for $15. And I went, oh my God, how is that possible? And when I reviewed, and this is all available on their dashboard, you can see the maintenance task, you can see what status it's in, and then you can, once it's complete, you can see exactly what they did and how much it costs and what you're getting billed for. And I read it, and it said, removed shower door, installed rod and curtain. And I said, beautiful, genius, and so cost effective, and it doesn't, still does the design intent, and it's like, wow, why didn't I think of that? That's why I love Vision.
Yeah. So at this point, I actually joined Vision and become the business development manager for Vision after leaving the military after 10 years. And it's been a really great experience, but one of the reasons I did that was because it was a trustworthy organization.
But we haven't had maintenance issues in months, and you were the one who said, I think we can increase rent, to bring it up to what you would consider market standard.
Yeah, and at this point, I kind of just let it go through the process.
And I would have said, with our previous management company and the very beginning of On With Vision, these people we were going to evict. They were not happy with each other. They were not happy with the house. They were not happy with us.
Yeah.
And all of that changed.
The last thing to really think about and just reflect on, I think, is just the amount of time that we've gotten back. Everyone, all property management companies are going to say, "Oh, we're going to give you your time back."
Save your time.
But we're firsthand experiencing this because, now we're actually purchasing our third property
today,
and we're doing something a little bit different. So, we're going to be actually doing a BRRRR on it, and so we're still able to kind of jump in and do some pretty aggressive investing, and that's really due to the fact that we aren't having to go over to our property and deal with just the
I haven't been to the property in 7 months.
Yeah,
maybe longer.
I think I drove by.
Yeah, drive by every now and then
because I was in the area.
When we were short-term renting, there were at least 4 weekends where I spent Friday night, Saturday day, Sunday morning, and leave around noon. The whole weekend.
You had a sleeping bag over there.
I had my sleeping bag in the hallway. Even with our long-term rental management company previous, I was still going there and doing most of the maintenance. And if I didn't do the maintenance, I would have to go check on the maintenance that they did.
Yeah.
And now, haven't been to the property, and I can't even tell you when I went to there last. It's awesome.
What Vision can do is really just set people up for success when it comes to their investment portfolio, and even like us, like freeing up time, but actually freeing up your time.
Freeing up time.
You're really in a decision maker role when it comes to high level maintenance, when it comes to renewals, things like that, So
Well, something I really like as really the end user or the owner, previous management company didn't have anything like this, but the owner portal / dashboard website, you log in, gives you all the information you need to know about your property at a quick glance. When rent was paid last, when the next rent's due, any maintenance issues outstanding, and if you want to go in and see detailed maintenance reports, how much it cost, what they did, pictures. I mean, it's incredible. I don't need to see how the sausage is made. I just want the sausage. And that's the sausage right there, is that dashboard.
Yeah, that's pretty great. All right, just to wrap everything up, I just want to say thank you to Jimmy for coming out and talking with me today and really just supporting the Vision team. We have a lot of really great things in store for 2024. And if you're interested and you have a property that you are looking to have third-party management, please feel free to reach out at any time. You can email, call. Our details will be in the notes below. And yeah, I hope everyone has a successful 2024. Thanks for joining.
Do you have a property that you own? Do you have a property that you don't like going to and you want managed? Well, then call us. Click.